Hi ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode. It's a very wet episode today. I've decided to come back into the woods. I'm at the Powder Mills Woods, I believe it's called Powder Mill Reservoir. I know the reservoir's down that way somewhere, but we've come to a different part of the woods today. I've actually been here before, and it was one of those trips that I previously said in some other videos that I didn't want to vlog. I just wanted to concentrate on the photography side of it. But I'm back. It's obviously October, so the fall colours are starting to come in, and I'm hoping to try and capture some of these fall colours today. There's no light at all. There's a bit of mist every now and then, so I'm hoping it will be the perfect conditions today to get these woodland shots. I haven't got anything in mind set to actually photograph. It's purely based on just looking around and see what's about. So yeah, let's go and explore and travel down one of these paths and see where it leads us. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it's really coming down now, but we found this nice little tiny bit of woodlands that is very sheltered, but it's very clear underneath as well. So there's lots and lots of compositions to play with. A little bit overwhelming, to be honest with you, so it's going to take a good sort of looking around and finding that really nice one. But we think we found one each. I'm with Gary again, he's over there, look. Gaz, there he is. So yeah, we found one each, and we're gonna set up now and see if we can capture this. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a good look around for quite some time now and just sort of scoping the place out. The original composition that I had in mind didn't work because there was a couple of trees that were in the way, and it kind of, there was no way I'd have been able to work round them, unfortunately. So I decided to look for something else, and I found obviously a lot of the ferns are starting to change colour down here. But I also, there's a group of silver birches just there, and obviously there is a slight sort of haze in the sky and like a sort of a mist coming in from the rain. Obviously we're still under the sheltered part, so we're not getting too wet now. But yeah, I'm really happy with this image. I'll quickly walk you through it. So obviously I've got them as my foreground. I don't know if you can see. Now I do apologise, before I carry on, I am vlogging on my phone. So I don't know if the audio is going to come out great, but I'm trying to use my camera for the photography and using this for my vlog today, purely because my phone is waterproof. My camera is, but obviously that's on the tripod. So yeah, let me continue. Now, I've used this as my foreground and I've focused on the silver birches. I have got a polarizer on there, a circular polarizer on my lens to cut out all the glare off of the leaves and to really bring out those colours. I absolutely love the photo already. Just looking on the back of the camera, I know that it's one that I'm going to really enjoy, and it really shows that autumn is coming. So I hope you like it, and now let's go and keep exploring this amazing bit of woodlands. Now, I haven't had to actually walk too far to find my next image. In fact, it's the same group of trees that I've just photographed, the same silver birches, but I've actually moved a little bit further down the path. In fact, look, you can see my bag is there, and that's where I took the last one, and this is where I am now. So I'm on just on the other side, but this side there's a slight opening. It's revealing some colour on the silver birch trees, and I really kind of like it, but this time I've cut in really tight. I'm thinking I'm probably going to do a 1x1 crop on this as well. Same again, using the circular polarizer to really cut down the glare on the leaves because it's raining, and to make those colours really pop. I'm using a very shallow aperture, just because on this side of this tree, the background is very cluttered, so I want to try and soften that a little bit, which I believe a aperture of 5.6 should do the job very nicely. ISO 100, and obviously expose for the highlights. Check your histogram and fire the shot off, and I think it's a fantastic little image yet again. Now, as I've said before in the past with some of my videos, that I like to try and concentrate more on the photography more than the actual vlog themselves. And I did say also that I would try and vlog every trip that I go on as from that point. And obviously this is a sort of trial run using my phone as a second camera as such, because I think that's what stops me from vlogging all my trips, because I just want to use my camera as a stills camera. I don't want to keep switching it from video to, and it kind of puts me off a little as well. So obviously this is a trial run. Whether it works or not, I will do my best to post this video, whether it's a bit all over the place or not. So obviously if you're watching it, thank you very much. We've now left that other part of the woods where we just were, and we've found this other little bit down here as well, and it's very all much the same on this side, but the colors are changing, and that is what we are here to look for today. And we're just trying to see that if this stream down here goes anywhere. Oh, sorry, bright light. So yeah, better put my phone away for this one. But yeah, we're going to keep plodding on and see what we can come up with. Now, we've been walking around that seems to be for quite some time now, and we've actually come across something awesome. And I actually went back to get Gary when I found these, because I thought he needs to see this. Now, we have found some massive giant mushrooms, basically. And what I'm doing is, Gary's photographing these ones here. I think we're going to swap in a minute. What I'm shooting is this little group down here, and what I'm doing is I'm using a super wide lens. I think I am at, oh no, I'm not quite, I think I'm about 14mm, but what I'm doing is I'm using that tree there with all the moss on it as a stepping up to that third one there, and the mushrooms as my foreground element. I will have to focus stack this, but I think it's a fantastic little image. It's something that's not usually me, but I think it's going to come out absolutely amazing. So quite glad that I came across these little toadstools, mushrooms, I don't know why I keep calling them that, but yeah, really nice little image. we are starting to come to the end of our little trip now, but while we were actually on our way back, we found this amazing bit of woodland here, and I haven't even got in there yet, and I know there's a shot in there because I've seen it from the path. Just seen this one tree. It's got some red and orange leaves on it, but it's right perfect in the sunlight, surrounded by all these other trees, and it looks fantastic. So I'm shooting this the same way as what I'm shooting all the other photos today. The conditions aren't changing, it's still raining, it's grey, so polarizer on it yet again to take off that glare off the leaves, and it really pops those colours. I'm shooting at f11, ISO 100, and obviously exposing for the highlights, making sure I don't blow any of the highlights or clip in the shadows. I've gone in for quite a tight crop on this, but obviously, and vertical as well, so I can get the tree in. And obviously I've missed out the distraction, which is this big tall tree here and just the one next to it as well, but it looks absolutely fantastic. So but now we're going to go head deep into that section there. Right, well, we've travelled into that mysterious little bit of woods, so we're just on the outskirts of it now, but this was the tree that we were after, and I've photographed it in two different ways, purely because I didn't know which one I prefer until I get home. So depending on which one, usually it will either be portrait or landscape, we don't know yet. But it's a fantastic little image. There's obviously a lot of yellow leaves behind it. I don't know if you can see it in the footage, but it's absolutely massive colour behind it. And then obviously you've got this really nice light shining on the tree itself, and it's covered in moss, and it just looks really photogenic. I mean, it's a really nice tree. So we're going to carry on heading on through this way now and see what we can come up with. But yes, onwards and upwards. Right, well, we are into this mysterious, lovely bit of woodland. It's definitely up my street. I love this location. We have found, and it's a very, very small opening in this amazing little place. And there, I'm going to show you. I'm probably going to go into Gary's shot now, though, so I'll have to be quick. But look at that. I mean, it is beautiful, and there's a few small little trees with some nice green and very vibrant yellow leaves, and obviously with the polarizer on, that does a fantastic job of bringing all of that lot out. I've gone for a very simple image on it. I've cropped in very wide. I've even taken two. I took one from this side and one from behind me. As you can see, my camera's set up. Very, very nice and simple image. It's been an excellent day here, and this shot I really do like, and I'm so glad that we made the effort. It was very difficult to get to this location, but we managed to do it. So yeah, super happy with this one. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are calling it a day. It's been a fantastic day out here. We're at the Powder Mills Woodlands, I think it's called. If not, I'll put it right across the screen now. Bree Highwoods, that's what it's called. That's the one, thanks guys. But I'll still list it. Yeah, so we're calling it a day. It's still raining, we're super soaked. It's muddy as anything, so we're covered in it. But in all fairness, regardless to how muddy it is and how wet we are, the photos that we got here today were absolutely amazing. And me and Gary have just been talking, and we're going to come back out here in the next week or so, and hopefully some of the more autumn colours have come back in as well, because it's still looking fantastic. But there's still there's a hell of a lot of trees still left to go on their colour change. So once again, I've shot this on my phone, so all the B-roll, all the vlogs are done using my phone with no external microphone. So please bear with me. It's probably not as good as the others, but it's just a trial run. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave me a comment, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can follow me, and maybe hit the bell as well. Thank you and goodbye.